Hello RC fans, Racing 393. This is part 6 of my Traxxas Nitro 4Tec rebuild. A lot has happened since my last video with this car. I had done a recording on the rebuild, but unfortunately for some reason when I put it on my computer it disappeared. I don't know what happened. I know I saved it. I've no idea what happened, so I can't find that file. It was quite a long file. It was probably about 40 minutes long, so there's a lot of recording, but anyway, I can't find it. So there's a lot of information which has happened since, which I will have to cover on this video, and I'll make it as quick as I can on this one. So, part 6. What we've done so far. Well, an overview. I've got a receiver in the car now, 2 servos, battery pack, and it's all bound to a transmitter, all ready to go. Also got, I don't know, I can't remember if in my other video I had front body posts, which you can probably just make out there, so they're on the car now. Yeah, so let's quickly go through what I've done. I'll move the camera and go over what I've got to do. So, first off, in there, so Savox servo. This one's hardwired, as it says, as it goes. I haven't got a servo saver yet. It's on order. Should be here probably this week, hopefully. So once that's on, once the servo saver's on, the car can be tuned, so I can take it out for a run. Receiver. That's the second one I bought. The first one I bought wasn't compatible, although it was a Sanwa receiver. It wasn't compatible with my transmitter, an oversight by myself. So I bought this one. This is antennaless, which the very first paragraph, the first sentence says, "Do not use with nitro." So, or anything above 1/10 scale. My only thought about that is, if you're you know, above 1/10 or nitro, those tracks tend to be further away, don't they? They tend to be bigger for the speed of the cars. That's not really going to affect me. I'm not racing it around a track which is out of, well, it's not quite out of sight, is it? But you know what I mean, it's quite a distance between where you're stood. And there's a lot of other cars going around as well, so I suppose the signal can be weakened. Anyway, I don't think it will affect me, but this is antennaless. That's in there. We've got a battery pack here. That's just a typical rechargeable like battery pack as you would normally get. So that's on there. Let me just spin the car around a second. Onto this side, onto the business end, I guess, almost. Servo here, throttle linkage, all works absolutely fine. Got the on-off switch here. I have to move the camera so you can see that a little bit. So the on-off switch, it's actually the on-off switch is the other side, because to go the other side I think it would hit the belt here, because it's quite a deep switch. I know you can get smaller ones, but yeah, so the linkage is on there, it's all good. Fuel filter, so that's all in. What else? I'm just going to turn the transmitter on and demonstrate the servos. Not that it's anything spectacular, but just going to show you it all in action. Just bear with me while I do that. So this is just my MTR. I've done a review on this. I swear by these transmitters and Sanwa. I know there's, to be fair, FlySky do a good transmitter. It's probably a bit, I say cheaper, it's pretty more expensive. But the most annoying thing about these Sanwas is the receivers are so damn expensive. You know, like £80. And I bought 2. One I didn't need, another one but I do need. So it's over £160 of those anyway. But I'm going to get a refund. Anyway, let's turn this one on. So transmitter on first. That's on. That's on. So there is some buzzing on the servos. I have looked into this. Apparently it's normal, but steering. So it's almost like it needs a dead zone. I think that's what it needs. I need to look into that because I haven't seen it on the transmitter of how to do a dead zone. Very slightly, but anyway, maybe it's not a thing. So your steering works nicely. Throttle. And there we go. So that all works. So you know, it's an RC car with, you know, transmitter, receiver, servos, all good stuff. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to quickly do an overview of what the next plan is. This won't be a very long video, and we can go from there. So let me just turn things off and settle the camera back down. So I'm going to go quick closing of this video. So just to cover what I've done, all the electrics are in, as you've seen. The drive shaft was done and completed. That's an original Traxxas drive shaft, come all the way from Australia. But that went in quite nicely. The sort of the outdrive cut from the diff there, that was from the UK, but the actual drive shaft itself came from Australia. I did find like a Yeah Racing upgrade for these, which is constant velocity joints pack. Apparently they're so rare. Well, so rare that they're like 180 quid. What? Are you sure? Oh, I wouldn't mind them. I'm not paying that for them. So yeah, that was done. I haven't done this shock yet, so this needs a longer standoff because you can see there that the suspension's not sitting straight. It's almost like it's set up to go around an oval track, sort of clockwise in this case. But anyway, I've got to get a standoff because it needs to be a little bit longer, which will lower that suspension there. So that's something I need to look. I've found some shocks, but again, they're like, everything's expensive, isn't it? You know, you go onto eBay and something like that, and you find them for like $15. You think that's all right, and then you look at the postage, and you think, Christ, it's like $38, and then you got that, and then you got import, and then before you know where you are, for just something like that, which includes the rest of the shock, obviously, but it doesn't cost you like $80. That might be an exaggeration, or that might not be. Anyway, yeah, so they've got to get that. What else? I found a foam bumper. There was an original Traxxas one. Again, typical American thing. It's like $20 with, well, actually it's more than that. It's like $46 and $60 posting. Really? I don't know where they get those prices from. So there's definitely doing that. So I found one. It's an aftermarket one, and it cost me £5. But it just, I can trim it up. Hopefully it will fit. Hopefully. What else? So yeah, I've got the old, like I said, the filter on there. Servo saver connected. I'll feel quite happy trying the car out. It's just going to be like a trial run for tuning, so it doesn't need the bumper stuff on. And it's got the original glow plug in there as well, so it's the one that came with it. So you know that still worked on the startup. There is a slight leak underneath. I think it's coming from the pull start at the bottom, so I might have just put a little bit of sealer on that and see if it stops it leaking. It's just residue that's been sort of into that. It's got the pull start here, the handle, which works fine, but I tend to use a starter box. Might mean carrying more kit down where I'm going to use it, but you know, I've got this as a backup if the starter box fails, but it's all set up for this car at the moment. Once I've set the track, I've got to set the tracking up. I'll do that off camera just before I take it. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. So this is part 6. Part 7 will be the running video. Now the weather in the UK is pretty dire at the moment. It's absolutely wet. It isn't now. If you look, it's not actually raining at the moment, but it has been. I don't particularly want to use this in the rain. I need sort of a dry, reasonably mild day, and then we can get this out. It won't be a shell on it just yet. This will be a tuning video. I've got to put some additive on the sponge filter there. So I've got that. That's something I will do once it's all done. Yeah, and then we can go out for a run. Probably run a tank and a half for it, I guess, or a tank. Depends how long it takes. Just get the tuning rub, for the day, so I can get it running a little bit better. It won't be about speed runs. I'll see. I don't know if I'll get the second gear working, because depends how fast I got to go. I don't really want to turn the thing over without a shell on it and damage the cooling head. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'd like to get, the suspension set right. That would be my other thing. So the stance of the car will be more apt. So that and the servo saver, and that'll be it, and we'll be ready to go. So that's part 6. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a shortish video because there wasn't a lot to show. There would have been had the other files hadn't disappeared, but such is life. It's probably better it's a shorter show. So I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to work my way to 1,000 subscribers. It's hard work for me anyway. And I shall see you for part 7, which will be a tuning video. So the car will run, we'll do some carburetor tuning, just see how we can get the car running and get it a good tune so it starts and runs clean. Oh, by the way, the fail-safe has been set so that should I lose signal or something happen, I won't get a runaway, because when the fail-safe comes on, the brake will go on, although the car might still be running, but it doesn't really matter. At least the brakes will be on. And I've got the steering, so it's free. So, which means that if the signal goes off and the car decides, what am I doing, and then comes back into signal, I can still steer it. I think that's how that works. But hopefully that won't happen. So, anyway, without further ado, we'll look forward to part 7. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.